Whenever I try and communicate how I'm feeling to other people, because of how I present it, because I don't present weakness, right? Because I'm proud, because I'm working class, because I'm a man. If you don't present weakness, then you'll never receive compassion. You'll never receive understanding. Um, that's my experience. It almost becomes hostility. People don't receive it well. No, there's no expectation that it should be received well at all on my part, but I've always been told to communicate how you're feeling. So I do. To be honest with you, like, I feel pretty fucking shit every day. Like, it's a physical thing. Like, it physically hurts. you know? It's like having a permanent heartache. Yeah, it's very strange. Um, I always get people who are like, I talk to them, friends, and they're like, "Why are you like this?" You know, well, I've kind of just been alone most of my fucking life, and there are consequences to that. It does damage you in a way that is not obvious, but is significant. And I've done my best to kind of offset that. I am aware of my damage. I'm aware of my weaknesses. Um, and you temper it as best as you can. You'll never do it completely, but you hope that the other person, whoever it may be, is mature and wise enough to accept. It's similar to, I don't know if you've ever known anybody that has ever been the victim of like sexual assault or anything like that. It lasts and it's damaging. So you treat them with respect and understanding. You understand that certain situations are going to be difficult for them. So you communicate strongly with them. And you be what they need you to be. So it's a bit like that, only that level of understanding for loneliness doesn't exist. When you say you're lonely to somebody, people think that it's just like temporary, or it's like a short term thing, or he's just going through a bad time at the moment. No, this has been like most of my life, dude. You know, I've been pretty isolated most of my life, and it has consequences. Um, and it just sucks. It really sucks. And I am noticing as I get older, it's getting harder and harder and harder to get any kind of respite from that, to the point that I just feel fucking crap every day. Every day. And the only time that I'm not feeling shitty are the times that I'm working because I'm too busy to think. So I just work a lot, which is not a solution. It's not a solution. I just don't really know what to do about it anymore. And you talk to somebody in my family who's old sometimes, and they're just never gonna get it. Like the people, it doesn't even have to be an old person, but there's so few people. In fact, I don't think I actually fucking have ever known anybody who have lived like I lived. like I live, who will ever understand the depth of that loneliness, you know? It just, I just, no, it's actually a revelation. I've never actually met anybody who has experienced such isolation before. Um, so nobody will ever get it, really, now that I think about it, because it's so rare, right? So rare for somebody to leave school and just never really socialize ever again. Like, it's not the whole of it. Obviously, I've had relationships since then, and I've been in social situations and so on, but it never lasts. It's very short term. And I went through a lot of my 20s kind of avoiding these things anyway because I didn't value them. I value them more now, but not to the same extent as other people. So it sucks because there's only one conclusion to it as well. Because I'm not invincible. I'm not. I pretend that I am, but I'm not. Um, I'm just wondering when that point is. I wonder about that quite a bit recently. I'm wondering where my limit is because I don't know. I used to know, but then I surpassed it and then I kept surpassing it. But I feel like I might be coming towards a wall now because I'm so fucking tired. And there's nothing really that fixes it anymore. All my usual coping mechanisms haven't been working very well. And I'm in therapy at the moment. Not right this moment, obviously, but I go weekly. I haven't been in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because of scheduling problems, and she was sick, and more scheduling problems. Um, so I'll be going this week, which is good. But again, it's talking to somebody who doesn't really understand. They just kind of listen, and she's really nice. You know, she's one of the best kind of counselors that I've met. She's great. But she just won't get it, you know. I talk anyway, but there's no meaning in it, you know. And there's no help. Not really. See, that's the problem. Because I've worked in these kind of areas of mental health and society and what kind of options there are. And there are not as many options as you would think, which is sad. I know that there's a narrative where people want you to feel like there are a lot of options so you feel like you have hope. But I can tell you from experience, from my own experience, for somebody like me, even if I go all in and commit, which I have been doing, there's not a whole lot of options, sadly. It essentially comes down to me having to fix myself, which is everybody's responsibility, right? I'm not expecting someone to come along and wave a fucking wand, but I've been fixing and doing everything myself most of my life. Um, and if I'm the one fixing it and I don't see a way out, then there's no way out. Maybe I'm just like Because, like, I know I'm pretty fucking smart. And if I can't see a fix, then probably nobody can see a fix, you know? Which is a sad thought, isn't it? Hmm. Anyway.